Alright guys, this week's fighter is going to be Cassandra. Cassandra is a very interesting character. She is an archer, and we made special... She has a very special equipment that goes with her fighter, because she's an archer. She'll use a bunch of arrows, and we're going to see what that looks like on the battlefield. Alright guys, so this is what Cassandra looks like. She is an archer, Cassandra the Master Archer. She's a hero. She has 23 zeal. Her ability is Falcon Eyes. Once per game, the next arrow card you play is an automatic hit. What does she say here? I never miss. That's crazy. So, what's awesome about her ability is that she can guarantee... Look at these amazing arrows, by the way. She can guarantee one of these arrow shots on an opponent. So, the thing is, each arrow has a special ability. One is a poison arrow or toxic arrow. This is called toxic arrow. This is called frost arrow, and this is flame arrow. So they all have the first text. So I'm not going to read each one individually. We're just going to go straight to this part. Only a fighter with archer in its name comes into play with this card in your hand. You can only use one equipment card with arrow in its name once per turn. So the thing is about that, so you can only use, let's say I use this first. Well, I most likely could use this first since it doesn't have a turn number. I could use it any time. I could rock 3 of these. That's pretty cool. And I could rock 2 of these, but I could have to wait 1 turn. And this I could only rock 1 of, but I could have to wait 2 turns for this card. So with the toxic arrow, let's see, what does this say? Play only during the battle phase. Choose a fighter on the battlefield and then roll a die. 1 to 3 miss, 4 to 6 hit. If you hit, put this card next to that fighter during the second standby phase, plus 1 star to that fighter. Once this card has been played, removed from the game. So that's for all equipment. It's gonna say this text on for all equipment cards pretty much. Play only during the end phase. Choose a fighter on the battlefield and then roll a die. Again, 1 to 3 miss and 4 to 6 hit. If you hit, that player skips their next turn and is unaffected by other backup cards until the end of the next turn. Wow, that's pretty cool. And now we got flame arrow. So it says choose a card in any player's hand and then roll the die. So then again, let's say if you hit, that player puts that card in their hand, back at the bottom of the backup deck. Wow, so wow, she is very control. Wow. This is very interesting. So in reality, she gets to have, let's see, she gets to have 1, 2, 5. She gets to have 6 cards in her hand maximum at the beginning of the game. Wow, she is very powerful. I can't wait to use her. Let's go right into this. So she's here. Alrighty, so logically, I can't use these 2 first, however, but I can definitely use toxic arrow. So the match hasn't started yet, but I want to get greedy. I want to really poison the kid. So let's hope I can get it. So I'm going to use Toxic Arrow on Brainy, but I first have to roll a 1. No, I have to roll 4 to 6. 4 through 6, I mean, to actually hit him. So let's see what we get. Yes, yes, awesome. So he's going to be poisoned. And he's going to add a star the next turn. During the second end phase, he's going to receive damage. He's going to add 1 star. So now, since that effect, and I can't really use these 2 cards yet, I have to wait 2 turns maximum for the flame arrow. And now let's roll. So she's 23, so she's going to roll first. I rolled a 7. Brainy rolls a 5. So he flips a star. He'll draw a card. And he drew V as for villain, but neither of us are villains, so nobody heals there. That's 1 turn. So 1 turn has passed, so now I get to use the ice arrow, but only during the end phase. I roll, a 3. He rolls an 11. So I flip a star, I draw my card, and I drew H's for heroes, so we're both, well, I'm not going to heal that star since he's going to take damage right now at this end turn. Okay, so now let's see. I roll 6. He rolls an 8. So I flip a star. I draw a card. I drew Earthquake. So I'm going to give it to him. Next 2 turns, he's going to... Well, next turn, he's going to add a star. Alright, so... I blocked. Awesome. and he's going to roll a 7. So what I'm going to do now, since it's the recovery phase, I could choose to freeze him, but he'd be unaffected by the card. So I probably won't do that. I'll most likely let him receive the damage. Let's continue the battle. 9. And Brainy rolls a 4. So he's going to flip a star. He's going to draw a card. So he's going to keep it. However, I'm going to use the flame arrow. I'm going to try to actually get rid of that card. But I failed. However, I'm going to use my character's ability to chain in response. So this triggers first since it went second, so therefore this activates, so then now this is guaranteed to hit it even though I missed. So that card is removed from play permanently. So as you can see, she's a very, very interesting character. She has many, many diverse options. She can do so much damage to the opponent by poisoning them, hand control. This is like everything that a lot of top players would want to actually have their hands on. So until then, this is what Cassandra does. Thank you guys for watching this week's fighter, Cassandra, Master Archer. She has so many options. She can do so many things with all her arrows and her quiver. She can do so many things, and I hope you guys really enjoy her. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to check out our other social medias, and be sure to check out our next fighter in the next coming weeks, which is Genhachi Amasate. So be sure to check that out. All right, later.